The world is a mirror. How you see it is exactly the energy that it reflects back at you. Change your thoughts, and you change your world. Change the way you see things, and the things that you see will change. I beg of you not to allow the "no, you can'ts" that you've heard since your earliest youth to define you. The miracles of Torah that we read week in and week out are powerful affirmations of our ancestors that yes, we can, and so can you. Don't tell your God how big your problems are. Tell your problems how big your God is. Scientists tell us that we have somewhere between 6,000 to 50,000 thoughts every day. Wow, that's a lot of thoughts. Imagine each thought had a color. Imagine when you're feeling happy, it's a white, it's a yellow, it's an orange. Imagine when you're feeling sad or fearful, it's a brown or a gray or a black. If you had to take all the colors of your thoughts of one day and put them all together, what color would come out? What would be the color of your thoughts? Are you a white, a yellow, a hot pink, or maybe a black, a brown, a dark green? We hold our own destiny in our own hands. And indeed, the Torah tells us as one of the 613 commandments that when Jewish soldiers go out to battle, they are not allowed to be afraid. We'll read this in the Torah in just 3 weeks' time, 4 weeks' time. Kiseitze la milchama leivecho. When you go out to war against your enemy, loi sira mehem, you shall not be afraid of them. The Torah commands us not to be afraid because we have nothing to fear but fear itself. The commentaries of Torah tell us that this is not only a commandment to the soldiers of battle. This is a commandment to each and every single Jew. In the battles that we face in our daily encounter, we are not allowed to ever be afraid. When the doctor calls, when you receive that letter from the lawyer, when you see the political candidate rise or fall, when you hear the news coming out of the New York Times or Islamic Jihad or some war going on somewhere, what goes on in your heart is what projects the result around you. Fear is our enemy. When Rabbi Yisrael Meir Lau, the former chief rabbi of Israel and brilliant orator, survivor of Buchenwald, when he came to visit the Rebbe soon after the Yom Kippur War, the Yom Kippur War was an epic catastrophe for the Jewish people. Of course, we won the war, but we lost almost 3,000 soldiers, which for Israel, a country as the size of Israel, that is just an unthinkable proportion of our soldiers, of our civilians. As they sat in a private audience, Rabbi Lau told the Rebbe about what was going on in Israel, and the Rebbe asked him, so what are the people saying in Israel? And Rabbi Lau responded, they're saying, Ma yihiyeh. They're saying, Ma yihiyeh, what will be? And the Rebbe said, a Jew never says, Ma yihiyeh, what will be? A Jew only says, Ma na'aseh, what are we going to do about it? We are never reactive to the tragedies, the trials, and the tribulations we face. We must be proactive to them. We cannot ever allow ourselves to react to them. Ma yihiyeh, what will be? We are not spectators. We are players on this field. Ma na'aseh, what will we do? That is the Jewish approach. A Jew doesn't ask lama. Lama means why. We don't ask lama. You know, in Hebrew, there's no vowels in the Torah, right? We ask lema, which means for what reason, for what purpose. What's the next step? What's the action that we need to take? Because this is a T-bone junction. The tragedy, the crisis, the struggle, the problem that I face is a choice between faith or fear. And I have to be able to hold my head up high and to be able to stand strong, to be able to make the right choice, to be able to choose faith and run away from fear.